This is Renata. This is a video for the Life Manifestation School community. We're continuing the series on, working through our collaborative journal. We did day 1 yesterday, which was creativity. So today we're going to do one on using the filter to solve problems. We had Jeanette say that she would like to write a best-selling book, and today is Saturn, which is good for setting structure. So we're going to say Saturday, 6/13/26, memo 2, energy, Saturn. I'm not sure exactly where. I think that we can see this from here on this page. And so the filter that we're going to work with is the solve problems filter, because this is just a general one that helps tie in with problems. So at first glance, this seems like a simple trend. We all have problems we'd like to solve. We have goals we want to reach, projects we want to complete, and dreams we'd like to bring into physical reality. Saturn teaches an important lesson. Most goals are not blocked by a lack of desire. They're blocked by unresolved foundations. So basically, you will use solve problems to help build up the structure. Says a tree can't grow if its roots are weak. A house can't stand for long if its foundation's unstable. A manifestation cannot easily emerge when structures supporting it are neglected. So this is a filter for setting up your habits. The solve problems filter helps with structure, and working with the Saturn energy also helps with structure. Solve problems will come in and help you have ideas for the problems that you have. This is why Saturn's connected with responsibility, structure, discipline, order, timing, and long-term success. Saturn asks us to stop looking only at the destination and start examining the road beneath our feet. Imagine someone wants to write a book. The obvious focus is the book itself. What should I write? What should the title be? How many chapters should it have? How can I get published? But what if the book's not the real problem? What if the real problem is exhaustion? What if the real problem is a cluttered workspace? What if the real problem is an inconsistent sleep schedule? What if the real problem is 100 unfinished tasks quietly draining attention and energy? The book may already exist inside the writer. The challenge may simply be creating the conditions that allow it to emerge. This principle applies to almost every area of life. Someone wants greater abundance. Someone wants better relationships. Someone wants to start a business. Someone wants to develop a spiritual practice. Someone wants to improve their health habits. Someone wants to create art. The desired result is often visible. The hidden obstacles are not. Saturn invites us to become investigators of our own lives. Instead of asking, why am I not reaching my goal, ask what problem is preventing movement toward this goal. So we're going to write that down. What problem is preventing movement toward this goal? Then ask what problem is preventing the solution to that problem. Keep following the thread. Eventually you arrive at something practical, something manageable, something that can be acted on today. Perhaps it's cleaning a room. Perhaps it's organizing paperwork. Perhaps it's creating a morning routine. We're at morning routine. These are simple steps that you can take. Perhaps it's preparing healthier meals. Perhaps it's finally putting away the laundry that has been sitting in a basket for a week. These actions may seem ordinary, yet Saturn reminds us that ordinary actions create extraordinary results. when repeated consistently. Many people wait for motivation. Saturn teaches commitment. Many people seek shortcuts. Saturn teaches mastery. Many people want immediate results. Saturn teaches that lasting results are built one brick at a time. Lasting results are built one brick at a time. We're going to write down A15, solving problems. The solving problems trend is not only about removing difficulties, it's about creating order where there's disorder, clarity where there's confusion, and momentum where there's been stagnation. Today, consider one area of your life that feels stuck. Instead of forcing the outcome, look for the hidden obstacle, look for the missing foundation, look for the practical step that can be taken now. We're going to write that down. Look for the practical step that can be taken now. Then take that step. A solved problem becomes available energy. Available energy becomes momentum. Momentum becomes progress. And progress, sustained over time, becomes the life we are attempting to create. Today's affirmation is I create strong foundations through consistent action. I recognize obstacles, solve problems, and move steadily towards my goals. So as a reflection, what goal are you currently building toward? What practical problem may be slowing your progress? What foundation needs strengthening? What action can you take today that your future self will thank you for? Saturn reminds us success is rarely built in dramatic moments. More often it's built through small acts of responsibility repeated until they become a way of life. I'm going to write down the affirmation. I'm not sure if I have. I create strong foundations through consistent action. I recognize obstacles, solve problems, and move steadily toward my goals. Solve problems and move steadily towards my goals. Solve problems trend energy works really well with Saturn because they're both about structure and they're both about figuring out the results, about working through and working towards your goal. Solve problems will help you figure out the problem areas that you're having that are keeping you from getting to your goal. So if your goal is to write a best-selling book, then using the Saturn energy and solve problems, you can start building up, maybe you need to have the time carved out each morning to sit down and write, and you just start writing. Even if it's not good writing to start with, you just start writing consistently. I know that with the Artist Way, they work through, it's by Julia Cameron, it's a process where you do morning pages. So every morning you write 3 pages, no matter what, and it's just to get the junk out. And I used to do that. Like in college, I tried to. I'm not very good with it because I just don't maintain a consistent schedule with that. So it's something that I've been thinking about, getting back to, just to get the stuff out first thing, and then you clear your head for other things. So I'm leaving the machine running again, and we're going to write. This is working for Jeanette's Jeanette's book, so I'm going to write Jeanette here, I guess, because I didn't leave a lot of room. Jeanette. Best-selling book. We'll write that down. And then we're going to do this. So, if you have specific areas that you would like ideas on, you can let me know, and we'll work out a trend energy card. This is going to be probably a more specific trend, but the overarching energy is putting solve problems on it. So we're going to run this. I'm going to like leave it charging for a while just to solve problems, and hopefully it will help Jeanette, work through the things that she needs to help with putting her book together. But the overarching energy will work for any trend that you're running. Solve problems is a pretty general thing for like relationships or for financial issues or for anything else. And so I wanted to like just put the general idea out there that solve problems can help you figure out the issues that are blocking the things that you want in your life. And so that's basically what today's day 2 is, working with Saturn and solving problems. So thank you.